Hey guys, it's Chase and we're here on episode 3 of the season 2 of Down at Movies podcast with everybody just giggling. We can't control ourselves. So we got Starla.
Hey.
Alright, there she is. And Michael.
Hello.
And Caitlin.
Hey.
There she is. We're all happy. And this week, because Age of Ultron, everyone calm down. Age of Ultron comes out this weekend, or Wednesday, or Thursday, or whichever kind of person you are.
If you're in England, it's already out.
Yes, if you're in England, already out. But basically, for us folk, it comes out Wednesday afternoon. What? Yeah, Wednesday for the double feature. Thursday midnight, and then Friday, Saturday, whatever.
Right.
So that is what our schedule is for that, and we are going to go see it on Saturday.
Saturday night.
That would be awesome. So we decided to do this podcast theme based off the characters of Avengers, but not like your favorite superhero movie they were in, or who's your favorite of the Avengers, or whatever. But basically, we're choosing movies with people from the Avengers that we enjoy the most that they've done that's not superhero related.
Yes.
So, so anything new coming up? We just saw Ex Machina.
Yes.
And
it's supposed to be the sleeper hit.
Sleeper hit. Good
Yeah.
deal. I like a sleeper. Every year has a good sleeper hit, I think. Because this one was solid.
This is it.
This was a good one. It was a good one to enjoy.
And
The
then
whole
you've
thing.
got Frightmare. You'll have to do.
Yes. Texas Frightmare. The Saturday y'all Scream reunion. Whoop, whoop. We got a Scream. We got a Scream reunion.
And Phantasm
and
reunion.
Phantasm reunion. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be is it in Dallas or is it in Irving?
It's in Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas
At the
Airport. Yeah.
DFW Airport.
Airport Hill, yeah.
It's
everyone got enough. Yeah. How you doing? Everyone got enough snacks? Yeah, you got everything you need. We just want to thank you again for choosing Airport Hilton. Gunicon. Yeah, jeez. We have a point to this podcast, but no. As we say anytime we tell you we're going to go to these things, if you're going to be there, come say hi. If you watch us and you're in the DFW area, I know a few people that have commented that are from the DFW area. So if you're going to be at this thing, come say hi. We'll always be welcome. Caitlin will fight you off, but it's all right.
Yes, she's our bodyguard.
Yeah, she's like, who are you? You got a pass?
Kick your ass.
yeah, exactly. So, So other than that, let's go and get back on track. Let's do it.
Yep.
So, Caitlin, you want to start us off or no?
What?
Yeah, changing up a little bit.
That's not how it goes.
Exactly. I like to keep things spicy.
Is that what you really want?
Should we leave?
Yeah.
No.
That's
Sorry.
so yeah. Is that what you want?
Chase, pull your pants down.
Oh no, I can't.
For me
No.
to start this off. Dang.
Hey.
Poor Caitlin can't say anything.
I know, poor thing. No, you know what? I'll start us off. It's okay. We don't want to change things too much, but basically, who do I want to start with first? Is what
I'm going alphabetically.
all right. So okay, and that, yeah.
I couldn't decide, so I thought, you know what? I'm just
Sure.
gonna first name alphabetically.
All right. Well, okay. So if I'm choosing one work from this person, it's gonna be an obvious choice, but it's gonna be Andy Serkis. I don't know who exactly he's playing in this new one, but we'll find out this weekend. Like, I don't know who he's playing in. I really don't. I mean, I try not to spoil anything because I know I'll look it up and I'll be like, oh, he's this.
I know
And so
they'll
I
give
just
you too much.
And so, but he is, so he is going to be in Ultron. Apparently, for people who did see it, has said he did real good considering he's not like hooked up to a bunch of green screen stuff. So, but basically, the movie I'm choosing for him, and I'm going to do a little bit different because I did choose Lord of the Rings for another one. But I want to say Caesar in Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That's the
First one. Yeah, because, I mean, also in Dawn, but we waited to watch that one.
Right.
But Rise of the Planet of the Apes, he does play Caesar. And he did it.
Caesar?
Yeah. But it's just wild because it's a really, I mean, obviously everyone knows what it is. It's going to be it's a new kind of, most of us, yeah. Spoiler alert for Starla over there. She refuses to watch them. But
Monkey
basically.
movies make me sad.
God.
I think X ruined it.
Yeah, oh, did it? It's okay. You're good. But basically, it is the prequel remake of, the Planet of the Apes movies. But he does everything Caesar does. So, like, everything you see Caesar do, the facial expressions, the acting, the movements, that's all Andy Serkis, which I watched, like, special features on YouTube a long time ago when it first had come out. And it showed the scene where Caesar and James Franco are in the room and he's kind of running around and playing and he's all happy with Caesar. And then they take all the effects away and they show Andy Serkis doing it. And it's hilarious because he's just wearing this black outfit with a bunch of little bubbles and like a camera right here so he can get his facial expressions. And it's him running around, bouncing around, and he lays in James Franco's lap, and he's like looking at him, and it's the funniest thing because it's just him. It's him doing it, and the fact that you can get that much emotion because kind of like how some of our issues have been with Hulk,
Yeah.
It's He's just a green blob. And when I first saw a trailer for this one, I was very nervous because it was very CGI heavy, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with the help of Andy Serkis, it was more realistic and believable,
Yeah.
even though you're looking at a CGI
Yeah.
monkey, because it takes somebody who can really
Mhm.
affect, And it was with this, with Rise and Dawn of Planet of the Apes, that people really wanted him to get an Oscar nomination because his acting ability, because he's not just...
You can't,
Yeah.
he can't talk, and he has to do all that with his acting, because
Yeah.
he can't say anything, and which kind of helps his case, I guess. But
I think people that are the inspiration for fully CGI characters or, voice CGI
Yeah.
characters like Bradley Cooper did.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know how they get so much emotion and how they stick with it. I
Yeah.
would just be like, what am I acting with? I just,
yeah,
it's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's very amazing. I think they're learning that they can still use the actors. This is what the issue they had with The Rock, because in Scorpion King, and that was for the last podcast. But I think but basically with The Rock at that time, they weren't using the motion capture. They weren't using your face. You weren't doing
I
anything.
imagine
They
a guy
created.
with some Play-Doh
Yeah.
trying to sculpt The Rock.
But the
out of
problem
it.
was they built these people using the computer, so it was kind of like as real as you could make it look.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
all you have to do here is just make it look as detailed as possible, and let the actor make it move.
do the work. Yeah.
Because then that way you don't have to really worry about
Yeah,
it.
I wonder as when these movies come out if they'll create a category.
They
for
should,
the
because
categories.
They
Benedict
should.
Cumberbatch did it for Hobbit.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis does all that stuff, and now everyone who does
Yeah,
CGI stuff, Mark Ruffalo for the Hulk, like everything the Hulk does is Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
So, it's like it's a very popular thing when you
Yeah.
have to use
And it
CGI, and it works because
Yeah.
you get the emotion, and it proves a
Everything
great
Zoe
actor.
Saldana did.
Yeah,
in Avatar.
exactly, yeah. Avatar and Sam Worthington and that, and
Yeah.
that was all them. So even though it wasn't them, it was them. So I think
Yeah.
that helps a lot in their case. And I thought about doing Lord of the Rings, but that...
You've beaten that horse
Yeah,
to
I've
death.
beaten that horse, and everyone knows how awesome Lord of the Rings was. But Gollum was the background. Like
Yeah.
he was very important, and people love Gollum, but he was not the main character.
And he's kind of the grandfather of this technology. That's
Yeah,
kind of,
I was saying, he
Gollum.
started
Yeah.
this whole thing because they were doing that with him for the first one, even though he was
Yeah.
in it barely.
Yeah.
And then the second one, you actually see more of him.
Right.
But so I think this one he had to be the main character, and not do a whole lot, except for, or not say a whole lot, and he was
Right.
doing everything. So everything he's doing isn't something somebody made him do. It's him running around doing all that. So
Yeah.
that is my choice for Andy Serkis. So I think
Very good.
see, you
Not
deserve,
having seen it, that's very
you
good.
needed it. It helped. It definitely helps you care for the movie more, knowing that it's somebody actually doing that.
Yeah, not just...
Because because if you just go, oh, it's James Franco talking to a wall, then
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
It's nice to know he was interacting with a
Yeah,
living creature.
he was actually interacting
Yeah.
with somebody who had to make it look real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Andy Serkis, that's my first choice. There you go. Thank you guys, and we'll just go and end it right there. And thank you.
Okay, drop the mic.
Drop the mic, and I'm out. All right, Kaylin, you're up. Let's do it.
Okay.
Go.
Jeez. All right. So for my first one, it's going to be Chris Hemsworth.
Hey.
For the lady.
For the
Yeah, for the ladies.
Should
out
she
there.
say more?
No, I've seen a few good movies that he's in besides Thor, but not. There's still several I have yet to see. But one of them that I really liked that Chase showed me was The Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah,
It came out in
nice.
2012.
Hey.
Very cool.
It came out in 2012, and it got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. So that's
Nice.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
And basically, it's these 5 friends. They're going to camp out and party at this cabin. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I saying this
Hey,
right? Because
they're
I
all
was worried
getting
that I was
together. Yeah, they're
getting
getting
it
out.
mixed up earlier. Because I've only seen it once. I want to make sure.
Yeah.
But no, they're going to hang out at this cabin, and they don't know they're being watched, and it's all set up. So these people are gonna release these monsters to come out after them. It's like a game almost, and they don't really. They're making bets on how they're gonna die, and they don't know. It's really
very
creepy.
creepy.
It
Yeah.
is. There's
It's
a
very
lot of
creepy, yeah.
weird.
It's an interesting twist on the
Yeah.
whole
Whole
thing.
cabin
Yeah.
in the wood.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
very.
yeah.
It was
Very
very different. It wasn't what I expected it to be, and
Yeah.
I expect it to be like a normal horror movie.
Yeah.
Like they're in the
Yeah.
woods and there's some demonic entity haunting
Yeah.
them or something. But
But it's
just
controlled by humans. I know it's very
Yeah.
messed
Yeah.
up.
It's
that
weird.
that makes it worse because it's more realistic.
Well, and the fact
But
that
he.
oh, sorry.
No,
Yeah.
you can
No.
finish.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
he
no,
did.
you know what? I was saying anything, right?
I thought. Jeez.
kidding, I'm
No,
kidding.
that was one that he was in that I saw and I really liked. I thought he did a really good job in it. It was just different because
Yeah.
I'm used to seeing him in like Avengers, Thor, and everything, and that was one
And you
of
don't
the first
think of him
ones.
as Thor at
No.
all.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he does good at
Yeah.
kind of
They
hiding
changed
it.
all the characters wrong because wasn't he like a philosophy major?
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that the jock or whatever his character was usually in those movies was just the
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I really like that they did that. And some actors they have where once they're in a movie, you can't ever see him as anything different.
Yeah.
And he does really well in other movies I've seen him in, also as being the character that he's supposed to be
Well, and
being.
this one came out after the first Thor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they did, they did the first Thor, and then they did this, and then they came out the same year as Avengers did. So
Yeah.
he kind of was just finally trying to do things, because it wasn't they get typecast and a lot of stuff, because it's like he
Yeah.
was doing a few things before Thor,
Yeah.
then became Thor, and then he was. I know it was kind of nerve wracking, being like, can you imagine you're the God of Thunder, and then you're trying to do something serious. You're like, oh crap.
People laughing.
And he's
Yeah.
the creeper in Perfect Getaway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the very first thing I saw him in was
Yeah.
Perfect Getaway.
That is another one I thought about doing, but
Yeah.
I picked Cabin in the Woods over that. But that one was really good, and he's in Rush.
Rush was
I've
really
seen that
good.
one.
Yeah, Rush was a good one.
There's still several I haven't, but those are the ones that I have.
Yeah,
They were really good.
I think Cabin in the Woods is perfect
Yeah,
because he's
it's
more
great.
of a
Yeah.
sinner
Yeah.
character.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why Rush was good. I know that was a Ron Howard movie. There's a few parts in that where I was like, all right, but it was a good movie. But it was a good movie.
I
you
don't
know?
like it, Ron, but I'll accept
Yeah,
it.
listen here, Ron. If this is what you're giving me, I'll eat it. But what I was gonna say a minute ago was like the thing about this movie is a lot of this nothing would happen if they wouldn't have done some of the things they did, because it's like it was up to them how they died and they just didn't know it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you
And
would
a
have
lot
touched
of it's instinctual, though, because they'd set up situations
Yeah.
where the characters
Yeah.
are bound to do what they do.
exactly.
Mhm.
They
You
would put
know?
they would make something happen in the bottom,
Yeah,
in the basement,
so
and
they
so you would
could
have to go.
investigate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I will tell you, it was pretty brutal. Like
Oh, the end?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal, but
I'll need to watch it again because
Yeah.
I've only seen it the one time. But I remember it,
Well,
at the
it's-
end, it was just crazy.
yeah, but it's enjoyable. There's some people I know that kind of hate on it, but I think it was a neat, it was different thing,
Yeah.
you know, because it wasn't like you said, it wasn't like a normal. Oh, they go in the woods and there's some guy chasing after them, or they
Yeah.
go in the woods and there's a entity of what, like you said,
Yeah,
whatever.
like a demon
Yeah,
or something.
It's all controlled things that they're just
Yeah.
they've been doing this forever, and like it showed like those ghost thing at that children's school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It shows those kids. Yeah, like in the background you can see the
Yeah.
screen, and it's like these kids praying to these little demon ghosts that are about to kill them.
Yeah.
You're like, oh god. So I mean,
It's
some of
bad.
the monsters are very classic monsters. Werewolf. You got. Mermaids, but it was like
Cannibals.
creepy mermaids, cannibals,
Yeah.
zombies.
I
There's
think-
hillbilly zombies. So
Yeah.
like, no, that's different than regular zombies. It's like, wow.
They kind of make a point about a lot of how scary movies are. That you've
Yeah.
got, here's all your monsters, here's all your formulas, send one of them out. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
So I thought it was really
Yeah,
cool
No,
that they
it was a neat concept.
they
I
made fun
enjoyed
of that,
movie.
and it was creepy,
Yeah.
and it was scary.
Like
And,
Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Turn it-
yeah, they kind of
turn
turned
it
it.
upside down.
Yeah, it was very, very
Yeah.
interesting, and it was good.
and he was really good
And
at
I,
it.
man, spoiler alert, but the way Chris Hemsworth dies, man.
What?
No, but that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
But
But he's
I
like, I'm
liked
gonna go
it.
get help, and he hits he
I
hits the
know.
border and just falls to his death.
Yeah.
Like, jeez,
I like though that he could do a movie that's so
different.
big budget, like like Thor.
Yeah.
And he's so known for that character, and then turn around and do something low budget
Mm-hmm.
and different.
Yeah.
And not be like no.
No, that's
I'm too good
Well,
for
Chris,
that.
Chris Evans does that too. It's very wild. A lot of these people who do these movies
Mm-hmm.
do these big budget, superhero movies, and then do a lot of indie or smaller ones.
I think my theory is that Marvel controls everything they say and do. You see that with the press tour, how everything they say
Yeah, it's
they're in
very-
trouble for. It's like you can't smile at something, you can't joke about anything, you can't look at somebody wrong because Marvel owns you right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah, exactly.
They're gonna film the Infinity Wars like back to back. I heard too.
Well, it makes sense because I mean, what are you supposed to do? All these guys are still aging.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying they're gonna look hideous in 3 years, but I'm just saying.
But
like,
let's be real, Robert Downey Jr.'s 50.
yeah,
Yeah.
he'll be 60 by the end of the Infinity Wars.
Yeah, we're on a clock now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Robert Downey Jr. is your dark horse. Because the other ones are like early 30s, mid 30s. Chris
Yeah.
Hemsworth, what? Early
You can
30s?
stretch that a little
Yeah,
longer.
I think so.
You can stretch that a little bit longer. Scarlett Johansson, mid 30s.
But Mark Ruffalo's what, 40s?
40s. Yeah,
I think so.
But even 40s is better than 50s when you're Tony Stark. Jesus.
Hey, you
Man.
can blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah, there you go.
He's been drinking
Tony, what's
so
happened
much.
to you? You look like a 9-year-old man. Well, that's the alcohol there, Sonny. Yeah. No, good choice. Look at you. Oh my goodness.
I know.
I'm
pleased.
proud of her.
I'm much more pleased with her choice than yours. I guess.
Mother.
Oh.
Mainly because I can't watch sad monkey movies.
You need to watch
It's a
it.
good movie. It's
We're
good.
going to watch it for my birthday because that's the only
That's
time
right.
I can get
That's
to
right.
it. Even if I
wait. Tell it. We're gonna watch the first and second one. Say it.
first and second one.
There you go.
Even
On her
if
birthday.
even if that's not what I want to watch, I'm going to choose
Aw.
it because that's the only time I can get you to.
Birthdays are like that pathway in the closet in Poltergeist, where you've just got a little window where you can get things through to me, and then it closes.
It's gonna happen, and you're gonna love it.
So tie a rope around yourself and drop through at that moment, because
I will.
Otherwise,
I will.
you're not gonna get
And
anything.
Starlet,
Yeah.
you're
Be
going
sad
to feel
forever.
stupid after you watch it because you're going to.
She's gonna rub your nose. I'm gonna piss on your
You'll
face. I'm gonna
grab
fart on these
my
walls.
feet.
You're going to wish you would have seen it.
Okay.
It's good.
We'll
It
see.
really is. I promise.
God.
I'm sure it's great. I just.
Okay.
I'd rather watch 1,000 people
let me
get
ask you-
killed in scary movies than one
Wow.
animal.
No. Let me ask you something. Is part of the reason why you don't want to watch it because you know how it ends? Not the movie. No, not the movie, but like the apes take over.
No, it's I'm worried the apes are going to get hurt. I don't want to see any apes get hurt. I don't want not one ape to
Well,
feel
then
any pain.
We can go see Monkey
But they're
Kingdom
not
afterwards.
technically.
Okay.
Technically, no monkey was harmed in making
Right.
those movies.
Oh, I don't even want a CG monkey to get hurt.
Aw.
If it makes you feel any better, really, no apes get hurt in the first one.
I was that kid. I was that kid that after
Come on, Michael.
Don't lie.
Michael. Come on, Michael. Michael,
I was
no.
the kid that after every movie, Mom had to look at me and reassure me that they never hurt any of the animals that were hurt in it.
I promise we'll do that for you in this movie.
All three of us.
All
Right.
three of us will hold you and let you suckle the bosom and let you
That's what I
know.
want to do. I want to suckle bosoms in this room.
Well, at least one person in this room.
Well, he doesn't have bosoms, so the only bosoms.
Not literal bosoms. Figurative bosoms.
Oh, okay. The mythological
The
bosoms that
mythological
hang above us all.
Yeah. We're all born with bosoms. It's how you handle it in the future.
Yes.
It's what you
Can
do with it.
Oh
Can
my
you get
gosh.
milk?
With great power comes great bosom.
Okay. Well, I'm very glad that that's leading up
Yeah, I
to
was saying
mine.
this is the weirdest podcast episode ever. All right, well, Starla, you're up.
Bosom talk.
Bosom talk.
Well, I hate to let y'all down, but this has well,
Huh?
I don't think it has anything to do with bosoms.
All right. Yeah.
I have Robert Downey Jr.
Hey, hey.
Speak of the 50-year-old, and I chose Soap Dish.
I love soap.
Never seen it.
It is
Me either.
it is a little known, kind of under the radar, underrated comedy, but it is so wonderful, and
hilarious.
it's basically like a behind the scenes look at this soap opera The Sun Also Sets, and how they live and how they are with each other. Sally Field's in it, Kevin Kline,
Hey,
Whoopi Goldberg.
Good cast.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
that.
lots of good people are in it, and it basically everyone around Robert Downey Jr. is so over the top and dramatic because they're all actors, and it's
Yeah.
all me. I gotta look good. I gotta be doing good, and Whoopi Goldberg and Robert Downey Jr. are the only ones that are not driven on emotion.
They're the writers.
And
Oh, really?
he's producer.
He's a producer. I think he's a writer too. He's like for the typewriter.
He does that, and he's like conniving. He's
Yes.
he's the conniving guy trying
very
to
conniving.
trying to get the actress that he has a thing for to be
Kathy.
the lead actress,
Kathy
Moriarty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
And so they're trying to kind of knock Sally Field's character, Celeste Talbert.
Because Moriarty and Robert Downey Jr. were in Sherlock.
Oh, bitchin'.
All right. Sorry about that. But
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.'s character spends the whole time trying to get this actress he has a thing for to knock Sally Field's character off of her pedestal. And so they do all kinds of things to emotionally traumatize her because she's so
God.
fragile as she gets older about being the lead actress and still being hot and everything. But Tony Stark is very, No.
I think
I'm
you said-
talking about
calling
him
Tony
as
Stark.
no.
I was like,
So
wow.
dish,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
No,
like, damn.
I'm
I didn't
talking
call him
about-
his name.
I thought so.
They're just too giddy tonight for me to be able to talk
All
about it.
right,
Calm
go
down.
for it.
His Tony Stark,
Yeah, Tony Stark
as a
character,
character
yeah.
is very sarcastic. And it gets kind of grating on my nerves at times. Because when a person's very sarcastic and super wealthy and drinks a lot, there's just no redeeming factors.
He's sarcastic, rich, and
Yeah.
drunk.
And you're a superhero because you're super wealthy and you've got a suit around you. I'm a superhero with a suit around me. So, you know,
True.
this is the thing. This Iron Man and I have a whole problem.
His power is he's super smart. Not his
Well, and super drunk.
And wealthy.
So, but it's nice to see Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
in a character where he still is super sarcastic and there's tons of great lines he'll say under his breath and that type of thing. But he's also really vulnerable. Everything he does is kind of, he's trying to get ahead in his career and he's not really the head guy, and he's trying to schmooze with the head guy, and he's trying to get this actress to like him who really doesn't and is just using him. I mean, he's just very vulnerable. But he's trying to be powerful by manipulating all these people, and it's nice to see him in that type of role. And he really does stand out in such a great ensemble cast. He really stands out as being.
When did that come out? I don't know.
It came out in 91.
Hey, good.
So
That's
did
a good year.
Chase.
It's like a fine wine.
It is a really funny movie. We'll have to watch it sometime
Yeah, we need
because
to.
I think you guys will
and
love
honestly, I've never seen, besides like Weird Science, I've never seen any Robert Downey Jr. movies
Aw.
before.
Listen out.
And it's not because I haven't wanted to. I've either never bought them or
he's
y'all never
really-
shown
You've
me.
seen Tropic Thunder, right?
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
He's
Like,
great in
Tropic-
this
yeah,
one,
Tropic.
and I was torn between picking this one or Natural Born Killers. But Natural Born Killers, he has less of a role, although he's great in that.
Yeah, and it's tough because you want to choose one where they are they're in it more than like a cameo.
But I wanted to look for something where he was kind of the anti-hero. He's not about
Kevin
saving
Kline is
anybody.
Yeah.
the main guy.
You know, he's
He saved himself.
he's about saving himself and getting this girl he likes. You know, that's his only goals, and he's just very emotionally unaffected. Even when big things happen that he should be very emotionally upset about, he's just kind of underwhelmed. But
God.
he's got that way of being underwhelmed that really comes off as great acting.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
It's like
But-
I don't know who does it. That's and like you said before, I feel like that you describing it, and then Tony Stark is just how he is in real
Yeah.
life. Like when you meet him, that's just how he is.
I think he's just super dry, super sarcastic, and that's why he's in so much trouble every time he gives an interview.
Yeah, yeah. Did y'all watch his walkout?
No.
No, I know, what happened, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. But
And I kind of sympathize a little bit because I think sometimes reporters just want to
They wanna
piss
react.
people off.
They want
yeah,
to
I heard
reaction
the
out of
reporter guy was just really rude to him.
Yeah.
He
Like
was.
trying to purposely get a
Yeah.
reaction out of him.
Yeah.
There was Robert Downey Jr. was doing a promotion for Ultron, and the guy interviewing him was just only wanting to talk about stuff he
Past.
did
Yeah.
20 years ago, 30 years ago.
And I think given the
Yeah.
fact that his son's going through a lot of those troubles,
Yeah.
it probably really touched a nerve.
Yeah,
And
because Downey
hacked
Jr.
him
had a
off.
rough time in his early days.
He did, and there was a long stretch of time where I thought he was a lost cause, and people were wasting their time even reporting about him because
Yeah.
he was
always in
he was
jail.
in court, he was in jail, he was in court, he was in jail, and in between all of it, he'd do great movies.
Yeah.
So it was like
It was weird.
he still could be a really great actor, and he came off as very genuine even in court. It wasn't even like he was cocky. And,
Yeah.
You know, but I'm very happy he was able to move on and get
Yeah.
past that because
Yeah,
I thought
turn
for
his
a
life
long
around.
time
Yeah.
that he was going to be a goner.
Yeah.
No, I'm
You
happy
know?
for him because he does seem like he would be a nice guy. He's very sarcastic in
Yeah.
interviews and stuff, but I feel like he'd be a nice guy. So he just needs to stay on the track because
Yeah.
a lot of problems with people that have early issues like that, it just catches up to him later. You know,
Yeah.
so he's just got to be real careful and hopefully doesn't.
But
Well, it's apple juice and
he's like Drew Barrymore. You know, Drew Barrymore turned it around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was a
true.
train wreck.
Yeah, at
It-
shit, younger age than him,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Alcoholic, he was
Jesus.
like 9 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, she
At
started
9?
drinking at 9 and went into rehab at 13.
Drew
Wow.
Barrymore, yeah.
But they both kind of had the same problem. Their parents were very permissive and let them do
Whatever
what they
they
wanted,
wanted.
and they were around all of this, and it was
They're
kind of like, go
adults
ahead.
and, yeah.
Yeah, because she was
Yeah.
bringing home the bacon for.
Yeah.
You know,
E.T.
she was bringing home money.
Yeah.
E.T. and
Firestarter.
yeah, Firestarter.
All those, yeah.
So it's very nice to see him doing well, even though the character of Iron Man and I have our differences. I like Robert Downey
She's
Jr.
very. I mean, she's.
It's
Again,
weird.
she didn't like 8 movies. She
I
didn't
know,
like
and I
Iron
really
Man.
like Robert Downey Jr. I'm the opposite of you. I've seen tons of stuff that he has done outside of these movies. You know, and that's why I have so much. That's why I don't like to see his acting confined to his head inside of an Iron Man.
Aww.
I like to see
But
full
in
body
Avengers,
acting.
he's out there a lot in Avengers.
He's out of it a lot.
Yeah,
In Iron Man 3,
That's
the
why
Iron,
I've
the Iron
seen-
Man suit's
I know.
barely in the...
that's
Yeah.
why I've seen Avengers.
You need to see Iron Man 3.
You've seen
Iron
Avengers?
Man 3.
Iron Man 3, the suit's barely in it.
Yeah, because they realized that really
He's good.
he's great on his own. He can be Iron Man without the suit. That's how great he is.
That's
Think
kind
about
of the
that.
metaphor in it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Think about
He is
that.
Iron Man.
You're writing Iron Man 3.
Not
I know,
just
is that you? I know.
not just the movie, but also him as an actor. He's
Yeah.
That's the thing with this whole cast, really. Honestly, before when they did superhero movies, it was like they didn't really worry so much about having good actors as long as everything else looked good. It was more about what looked good, and now they're emphasizing the acting.
Story.
Yeah.
And-
Spider-Man
Well,
did.
I will
Yeah.
say, though, I think everyone, so far out of everyone who's been trying to do other stuff outside of the Avengers stuff, I think he's having the hardest time doing other stuff. I don't know if it's because people only see him as Tony Stark, but a lot of the stuff he's done after,
Because he's
it
kind of
doesn't do
almost
so
playing
good.
himself.
Yeah, he's playing himself, like The Judge, I don't know how that was, and
Uh,
Due Date, I didn't see, but I
We
heard
saw
he's
Due
kind of...
Date. It was-
Due Date was
It
alright.
was alright.
It was a good rental.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
the
just feel
judge
bad. I mean,
suffers
he's
from
rolling
the
out his
worst
money.
poster art ever.
It's pretty bad.
The Judge.
I
And
mean,
no, okay, I take that back. Sherlock Holmes, I saw.
yeah.
So older
Yeah.
stuff. I haven't seen a whole lot of his older
Yeah,
stuff.
you need to. We're gonna
Some Disney's
start
great.
broadening horizons.
We'll do
You're
it.
gonna see so
We'll have
much.
Robert Downey Jr. week. By the way, today's the last day of Nick Cage week, y'all.
Woohoo!
Yay! And I'll be posting that on the pages and everything, so
Nice.
it'll be awesome. No, good choice. Robert Downey Jr., I think people forget he used to do other things.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, people that are Aiden's age,
Yeah.
don't know that he did other stuff because when they,
Oh.
because
Oh, yeah.
Aiden was
What kid would watch something?
what, like 6 or 7? And how old was he when the first Iron Man came out? Because it came out in 2008.
2008.
So he's
So he's about 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's about 5 years old. So from that on,
Yeah.
he's been Iron Man. So
Yeah.
people
There's-
forget, you know.
So many great
And
movies
Aiden's gonna be
out
12, so I mean he's gonna be a lot of
He's
people
on
these
fart.
age, yeah. I know. Aiden is gonna be the age I was when he was born.
there. Woohoo!
Yay! I'm just gonna go cry after.
Little shout out.
Yeah, there you go, Aiden. Woo woo. Yeah. All right. Well, good choice. We definitely got to start broadening the horizon.
Yeah,
Down.
you'll love it. You'll love it. It's
He's
really
a good
great.
dude. Yeah.
And I was just thinking, Andy Serkis was in The Prestige, and he was a real
yeah,
person.
he was-
That's a
he was
great movie
actual
too. Yeah, it's a
person.
good thing
Oh,
there.
look at that.
Starla.
Look at you.
I know. All right, Michael, you're you're up. Let's hear it.
Alright, my first person is James Spader.
Oh,
Woohoo!
James Spader.
there are no
And,
strings on you, Michael.
And I picked one of his earlier ones. I picked 2 Days in the Valley. It's kind of
Haven't seen
like
that one either. Yeah.
Yay!
It's kind of like a poor man's Pulp Fiction.
Poor
man's-
man's Pulp Fiction.
It's-
Listen to that talk
No,
up.
it's,
Yeah, I know.
It's really good. It's really
Yeah.
good. It's one of those movies where it's like Pulp Fiction. It's well, I guess you don't count flashbacks, but it's kind of set period of time. It's like over, of course, this one's obvious, 2 days.
Yeah. Right.
But there's about 3 or 4 different stories going on, and kind of how they all kind of intersect and affect each other. And he plays one of 2 hitmen, and he's really cold, and it's almost like Ultron. But
Yeah.
yeah, very
He's
different
so
from-
good at playing a prick.
He is.
I mean, that
I would
is,
say
he
James
seems
Spader
seems
super.
like-
Yeah.
You know, The Office. He was
Yeah,
a prick.
a creepy prick.
Yeah.
Creepy
Dude, I
prick,
hated
and-
it. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
when they go James Spader's Ultron, I was like, oh, not the dude from the. Oh.
But no, he's good at playing those pricks.
Yeah.
Like Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink. Oh my gosh.
Super asshole.
What,
Super
even
asshole.
Mannequin. He was the villain in
Yeah,
Mannequin.
he was a
He
jerk
was
in that.
such a jerk
So
in that.
he's good at that, but it's got an ensemble cast like Pulp Fiction. You've got Terry Hatcher, Jeff Daniels,
Who was also in Soap Dish.
yeah,
Hey.
Not Jeff Daniels,
Yeah,
but
like
Terry Hatcher.
Yeah.
Danny Aiello, Marsha Mason, Eric Stoltz,
Hey, Eric Stoltz.
yeah,
Look at him.
Nice.
Taking away his
Louis-
time for the mask.
Louise Fletcher, and a
Good God.
And a topless Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
It's one
Oh
of my
my
first
God.
movies.
And-
Okay, no. This is the first movie that we saw in the theater together.
Hey!
Yeah,
Back in
imagine.
1996.
Yeah, imagine how much my confidence soared.
When you see a naked Charlize
You're like,
Theron.
oh, wow, that's kind of awkward.
I'm like, I finally got this guy at the theater. I'm gonna make him love me. And then Charlize Theron comes on the screen, half naked, and I thought, well, that's it for me.
Like he was just gonna instantly leave you for Charlize
I'm just
Theron.
gonna keep eating Skittles.
Gosh.
No, it was Starburst.
Yeah, you're in the mid-bite of Starburst, and Michael's just like,
Starburst for Starlight.
oh, Starburst of love.
Yay!
Chewy, chewy, chow.
But yeah, there's a couple of good twists in it. So I won't spoil it since you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah, I
You'll have to
wish
watch
they
it.
would release it on
It's not on Blu-ray
Blu-ray.
yet. I know.
Really?
It looks horrible. It's one of those cardboard DVDs. Where
They
it's like
did
a
re-release the DVD, so
did?
maybe the second
okay.
release of the DVD would
Yeah,
be
Do you have
I love
anything set in motion for it to be on Blu-ray
box. I
anytime
haven't heard
soon?
anything. So I don't
You gotta
know.
own the
Here's my
sentimental
Because I know you can look on that
Oh.
Blu-ray.com and sometimes they'll tell you when they plan on it, or
Yeah.
it'll have where they'll send you something if they ever
You
do.
can sign up for it.
Yeah.
The alerts. Like, don't you do that right now for some?
We've been to the website. but-
Yeah,
But
we
you
go
don't
to
sign
the,
for it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was
So-
looking for Stepford Wives, no dice.
Really? That one
Yeah.
either?
I was
Wow.
looking for the Swiss Family Robinson.
They
Have you
haven't
seen that
released it.
one?
Oh yeah.
He hasn't seen it. He
That's
needs
me.
to. It's a good one.
Yeah, you
that's one
should
I've
see that
looked
one.
for.
It is really good.
You know what? You all calm down. This isn't about me. This is about the group.
It's on James Spader.
We are group. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll watch Soap Dish and then we'll watch.
Yeah, I would say we need
Yeah.
to start watching
Definitely.
the ones we actually talk about.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, we did. We watched
well,
Raising
yeah,
Arizona.
we did. Raising
Yes.
Arizona. Raising Arizona.
Genius.
Love that movie, man. It's been forever.
pretty good.
It's been forever since I've seen it. So watching it again was
Yeah,
good for
it's
me.
great.
I needed that. That was good. Because Nicolas Cage, it helps me rekindle the love.
You need to love him.
I
You need to love him.
Yeah.
I love to love him and I love to hate him.
Yeah.
He's
That's why everyone enjoys Nicolas Cage.
good.
You see how every podcast is going to go back to him, whether he's involved or not.
Yeah.
Imagine him as Ultron.
Yeah.
There are no strings on me. I love it. Oh. All right. Well, first round's done. How we all feel, y'all?
Feeling superior.
Superior.
That's the last word. I wasn't expecting.
Jeez. Yeah.
Darla feels superior.
Yes.
Jeez. Well, if you think you took the first round, I'm about to take this second round. Y'all.
Okay, let's
All right.
see.
Let me hear it. Nick Fury himself, Samuel
Oh.
Jackson, and I know you already knew that, but for all you people who don't, let's understand something here. Samuel Jackson is the man of the Avengers. Okay, he's not the lead, he's not the
Yeah.
most important Avenger, but he got these people together.
Yep.
So
He's the match.
he's the matchmaker. He is the gatekeeper. All right, he keeps these people together. Now, look at all the things he's done. All right, just
I know.
outside, and I had to choose just one, and that's the thing. But I chose the one that I quote the most. I have a T-shirt of it.
A Time to Kill.
Yes, yeah, Unbreakable. No, yeah, Jurassic Park. When he's there for like 2 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah.
His arm.
Yeah,
Oh. It's an
everyone hold on to your
important part.
butts. Yeah,
Right.
I chose Pulp Fiction, which is the rich man's version of Michael's movie.
What movie was it?
Pulp Fiction.
No, my movie.
Was it 2 Days in the Valley? Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I listen. All right.
Sure.
I listen. The rich man version of Michael's movie.
Which
So-
is
2 Day in the
said
Valley. but let's talk about ensemble cast. Okay.
Yeah.
You got Sam Jackson, John Travolta, Bruce Willis. You got the Wolf himself. I forgot his name, but he's awesome.
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel. There you go. Sorry, it slipped my mind. And then you have
Rains.
yeah, Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
And you have
Uma Thurman.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
You have a great, lovable Tim Roth. Yes, of
He's
course.
fantastic.
And the girl who plays his wife, she's been in other things, but she's funny.
Oh,
Pumpkin. I cannot remember her name, but she was in Hunger
Amanda.
Games. She was
yeah.
she was in Catching Fire. I can't remember what else she's.
What is it?
She was in some other one where she played a drunk mom to somebody. I can't remember what it was. I saw that movie. Yeah, you know. But she's been in other things. But she was really great in
Yeah.
that one too. But the cast in that movie is great. And then Samuel Jackson has the most quotable lines that people still quote to this day. I still do it. Say what again? That's a tasty burger. Like, it's just amazing to me. And then he has that, he's like, which wallet's mine? The one that says bad motherfucker.
Plumber.
Is that
Amanda Plummer.
there you go. Okay.
I should have gone with it.
Yes, you should have stuck with it, but you didn't. It's
I was
embarrassing.
shocked.
And it has Homegirl. I mean, she's in it very small, but it has Homegirl from was it Bad Romance or True Romance? What is the one where?
Oh, no, that's Rosanna
That's her
Arquette.
sister.
Is that? But what is she? What is that one you showed?
Patricia was in True Romance.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Rosanna
is
The one that played the taxi driver.
No.
No.
She was in Curdle.
Curdle, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So very subtle hint. And boy from your movie, The Mask. What's his name?
Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
So I cannot remember. You
And
just said these
also
people's
2 Days
names.
in the Valley.
Yes. Yeah. See, there you go. I'm telling you. But Sam Jackson in it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Because he says the whole Ezekiel 25:17 thing.
His monologue at the very end of the movie is like
one of the best monologues of ever. He's like, I used to say that thing. It was just cool to back up somebody's ass in or whatever. And then he gives that whole thing about he's talking about. He's like, I'm not gonna throw somebody out a window for giving somebody a fucking foot massage, and and he is just it's awesome,
Yeah.
He's like, shoot, Negro, that's all you had to say, and we're all friends here. It's all quoted from a movie, all right. I'm not saying anything bad, but he's awesome, and I'm very passionate about this because I love that movie, and I love Sam Jackson. He's done so many different things, but Pulp Fiction is the greatest Sam Jackson movie of all time.
Yeah.
There's some ones where he's more dramatic, and there's ones that got more praise. But this is the most fun one, and I think it's just more enjoyable to watch.
It's one of his favorites.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
it's great. I love it, and it's just hilarious to me that that he honestly steals that for me.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good moments in it, but his Jules just steals it all.
He's kind of like Robert Downey Jr. He's effortless.
Yeah.
He just
does it.
goes with it and just seems like it's him.
Yeah, like it just seems like, and that movie kind of set off the whole Sam Jackson thing because after that he really kind of did more. He blew up after doing Pulp Fiction because
People
he did stuff
realized.
before that and he did more serious things.
Yeah.
It was Unbreakable before.
It's after.
Was it after? Okay, well look at that. Well, that's cool.
But
Pulp Fiction was 94.
His first role was what, Goodfellas? That was his first bigger role.
Yeah, because I remember him in Goodfellas. Yeah, because I was like, Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
But
he's in a lot of things, and he's a really good actor.
yeah, he's been in so many things.
There was some joke I saw in something that somebody asked who he was, and they're like, Samuel Jackson, the black guy in the movie? Any movie. That's Samuel Jackson. That's awful, but it's like, because he's in so
That's
many
so
things.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's so memorable. He's just great.
And he's actually, who would have thought he'd be playing a good Nick Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I remember hearing that he was going to be Nick Fury, and I was like,
isn't he white in the comics?
yeah, he's a white guy in the comic,
Yeah,
but
I'm glad they.
That was the right change to make.
Yeah.
Because he
Sam Jackson,
is that
people
role.
love Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
And he puts the spin on Nick Fury that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because no one cares about the color. It's whoever how you act as the person, because Nick Fury need to be somebody who could give the authority when needed, but also has a sense of humor, but is also he's doing
nice like that.
Yeah, yes, yeah. He's nothing like that. But Sam Jackson, Pulp Fiction, we've all seen it. We all love it.
Well done.
It's good stuff. That's it. Get out of here.
And his wig in Pulp Fiction was a mistake. I read this, that his wig was a mistake, and he is the one that was like, no, we need to go with, this is the hair, this is the right hair. And it's perfect.
You want a fun fact? Yeah. Since you remind me of that. The Steelbook of Pulp Fiction, on the back, it has the scene of them pointing their gun at the Big Kahuna dude, and he doesn't have his wig or his mustache on.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah, because somebody bought it, and I watched an unboxing of it, and it's him looking normal in his suit without the stuff on him. I was like, wow.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
I was like, that's interesting. Because he did an unboxing and flipped, and he's like, does he look like this in the movie?
Yeah.
But, I thought that was kind of funny. But,
maybe that was dress rehearsal.
Yeah, maybe.
Semi-dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Maybe they did it on purpose. Who knows? But it was, and also on a Quentin Tarantino standpoint, it was one of his better ones.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that whole thing. And but more serious, I think it's a good movie. So I think if you haven't seen it, do check it out. But it is one of his better ones. So
yeah,
I got very passionate because I tried to outshine your Robert Downey Jr.
You can't.
You can't. Yeah, okay. All right, hey, let's do it.
Okay.
Even though I know we
No.
can't because mine is better.
Well, she said mine was better last round, but this round, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Mine is Mark Ruffalo Incredible Hulk.
Alright.
Chase said I was very brave picking him because I haven't.
Yeah, dude.
We didn't know what I'd seen with
I
him
would've
in
never
it.
chosen
I just honestly blindly picked him. I was just like, I'll choose him because everybody else already chose or had ideas of what they wanted, and I knew I wanted Chris Hemsworth, but I wasn't sure about the other one, so I just went with it. So I was looking at movies he was in, and honestly, I've only seen one other movie that he's in, so that obviously has to be my choice. But
Yeah. So
It-
she really hates this movie.
no, I don't. It was a good movie. I actually really liked it. It came out in 2013. It was Now You See Me.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
guys see that one?
Yeah.
Chase hasn't seen it, but it was
Haven't
really.
seen it.
I
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
I've never seen it. That's what she said too. She's like, I could have.
I was surprised. I thought he told me he had, but
seen
I
it.
really
guess not.
liked him in that
But that was in
Yeah.
2013. It got a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb. So
Nice.
even better than The Cabin in the Woods. It's got a pretty good cast. It's got Jesse Eisenberg and Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson, Elsa Fisher. That's how you say it, right?
I thought it was Is it Isla Fisher or is it Elsa?
That's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was because that looks how
That's
it's
what I
spelled. But
called her. I thought-
he
I
told
thought
me
it was
Elsa, so
that's
that's
what I
why.
thought it was because somebody called her that.
I'm going with
not
Chase's
from
word.
I love that.
And it's
Somebody
got-
called her that. I watched
Yeah.
something with her. And
Probably.
they called her that.
Dave
She's
Franco.
married to Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh yeah, boy, I'm a boy.
It's got a pretty good cast,
Yeah.
but Mark Ruffalo plays Dylan Rhodes, who's the FBI agent in the movie. He basically it's about these magicians who are going around trying to steal money out of banks, and they're like they don't know how they're doing it. They're really stealing the money, and everybody's amazed by it. But then the FBI's after them because they need to arrest him because they're like, what the heck is going on? They're really taking all this money. It's just disappearing from the banks. So Mark Ruffalo's in there questioning them. You know, he's in there with Jesse Eisenberg, and he is in the what is the name I'm looking for? The interrogation room.
yeah,
That's the word I
yes.
was looking for.
I
Interrogation.
would help you, but I don't know what.
Yeah,
it
he's
is.
in the,
Yeah, I
he's in
really
the
don't know, yeah.
interrogation room, you know, questioning him, and then he ends up flipping the handcuffs on him because it's really cool. It's funny, and he's actually in it a lot, and he does really good in that movie. I've only seen it the one time when it was in theaters 2 years ago, but I really enjoyed that one,
Yeah.
and you guys can vouch for me since
Yes.
you've
Yeah,
seen
it's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
That was a good one, and that's the only one I've seen with him in it. So
This will inspire
it seemed
you,
like
though.
he hadn't been in a whole lot though, because I looked through him and there was not very many
He's picky.
compared to the other
Yeah,
actors. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, he's been in everything. Robert Downey Jr.'s been in a lot.
Are you calling
know.
the town doorknob?
Everybody gets
Everybody gets a turn.
No. But they've all been in a lot of stuff. He hasn't been in that many, and that's the
Yeah.
one that I've seen him in. I thought that he did a really good job in that one.
Yeah,
So.
it's like even the ones that he's been doing, like he's been doing more lately, but I haven't seen any of the new ones either. It's weird. I told her
Yeah.
I would never choose, not because I don't think he's a good actor or anything. I just haven't seen a lot of Mark Ruffalo movies.
Yeah.
I saw it in the
Yeah.
cut, and I was out. So I don't know.
Zodiac.
Yeah, Zodiac.
Yeah.
that's-
Oh, I did see that one,
Okay.
but I don't remember a whole lot of it. So
yeah, it's mainly.
It's a long ass movie.
yeah, I was
It's mostly Gyllenhaal.
I was getting
and
really
Robert
tired
Downey
towards
was
the
in it,
end because we watched it late. So I think I fell asleep a little bit towards the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have seen
Yeah,
that.
that was
so
And
That's a movie too, man.
it's the French policewoman. She is in a Quentin Tarantino movie. She was in Glorious Bastards.
Hey.
So there's your connection.
Let's say so. We all got
Nice.
connections in each other's movies. I think.
Very nice.
Look at that. I know it sounds like. Oh.
short
No,
and
but-
sweet on to Star
That's when Meg Ryan kind of went south for me.
He's talking about In the Cut.
I am. That's
Okay. I was like, she was in
Bridget got that, or no, we got that at the house somewhere. When I lived with Bridget, and I don't think we watched it together, but we had it.
I hope
and then I
not.
watched
Yeah.
it, just going, oh, I want to watch a movie. It was in the house. I don't know who brought that movie, but it was
Alright.
there. Yeah, and I watched it.
Like this
It was devastating.
Yeah.
Well, I was like
Aw.
15. I don't think I could have bought it. Somebody bought that damn movie. All right.
It was devastating.
It was devastating. I don't like it. Okay, so Starla, you're up. Let's do it.
All right. My second pick is Miss Scarlett Johansson.
Hey, yay! I know what movie you're choosing.
I chose 2005's. I can't believe it's this long ago.
Yeah, right.
Match Point.
Yes.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I haven't
And I
seen that
cannot
one.
believe I like a Woody Allen movie.
Yeah.
That's a Woody Allen movie?
It's
Yeah.
a really good movie. I know.
Wow, I
can't
didn't know.
stand him, but yeah, it's
Yeah, I didn't.
It's
Yeah,
a really good movie.
it's,
Yeah.
it's a good movie.
But no, it's her character in it is Nola, and she runs the gamut because you think she's just one-dimensional, this really pretty girl, and it's basically about this guy falling in love or falling in lust with his soon-to-be brother-in-law's girlfriend, who is Scarlett Johansson. And you think, well, she's pretty, he likes her.
Yeah.
It's going to be this love affair thing, I've seen it before. But it's got mystery to it and suspense, and even though she's the other woman and technically in a very bad situation where she's cheating on her boyfriend, and it's all kind of incestual because they're all dating
each other's significant others.
Mm-hmm. And so you're meant to kind of hate her, and lots of people do from comments I've read. They really didn't like her, and I felt bad for her. I felt awful for her character because she and this guy that falls for her are both kind of from poor backgrounds, and they've lucked out and managed to start dating people in a wealthy family. And so it's kind of, they're both trading up, but they're risking that to be together. And it's about how much will they give and how much will they be willing to sacrifice,
Yeah.
And without giving too much away, you feel awful for her character.
I've seen that movie one time.
And it is very un Woody Allen like, because it's a drama and it's set completely in England, which he doesn't do often. He's always in New York. So, and apparently he had to meet a quota. A certain amount of British actors had to be in it. That's the rule.
Oh,
and he met his quota. So, but Scarlett's great in it, and it's very anti Avengers, because she is in a very vulnerable position. She is not at all kicking anybody's ass, or not being used or abused, or what I mean. That's what she's all about in Avengers. But in this, she is just vulnerable. She doesn't have her own setup, her own money. She's hoping that things work out with the one wealthy guy, and then the other guy likes her, and to be so beautiful. Basically, her character, to be so beautiful, she is just undervalued by everybody. It's just kind of very telling about how fleeting it is to be the prettiest girl in the room. Because people will use and abuse you, based on looks.
Yeah,
and
looks,
if you've got no power, you've got no money, it doesn't matter how pretty you are. If they're done, they're done. Yeah. So, but
at least my movie was fun.
Yeah, it's not uplifting by any means, but it's a great show of Scarlett Johansson.
It's a good movie. It's just little details I don't quite remember, but I do remember big things.
Yeah. And she was nominated for a Golden Globe for this.
That's good.
Yeah,
well, that's good. At least she got recognized.
Yeah,
and what's his name? Who's the main guy?
He's got creepy eyes.
Oh, John Rhys-Meyer. Yeah.
He's got crazy creepy eyes.
Yeah, I know.
And he just comes off cold, and it kind of works really well in this movie.
Yeah.
Because he just looks like a cold guy, and it's very sad, because you run through all this, you think, oh, pretty girl, oh, she's going to be that type of girl. She's the other woman. She's luring him away. And then it's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
She's not the villain. Maybe she is. Who knows? It kind of, you run over all the emotions with this one.
Yeah. Lots of who's the good
who's
one,
looking out for
one,
who,
who's looking out for
and
who has the good intentions, who has the bad intentions,
Yeah.
and just watch it all kind of just...
And her poor little character is just kind of like a little piece of plastic just flowing in the waves. It's just, she just goes wherever these other more powerful people take her, and try as she may.
Yeah.
She just can't assert herself in the way that...
We own it. There it is right there. Yep.
Yeah. In the way that, like, Black Widow will.
Yeah.
This is the anti-Avenger movie.
Yeah.
Really, honestly.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. But she's great in it, and to think that she was just very young at this time.
Yeah, because the movie was 2005, so would that put her
we're talking
mid-20s?
10 years.
Yeah.
No, early 20s.
Early 20s?
Because she's like early 30s now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, very young, and it was a sophisticated movie with lots of very taboo subjects, and she did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Star.
I know.
Look at that
I
Star. Almost as good as mine, but it's there. No, good movie. Definitely need to watch it. It's a good movie. it'll
I'll have to check
like
it
Charles
out.
says,
Yeah.
it'll definitely kind of make you feel bad, but it's a good movie.
It's not uplifting by
Yeah.
any means,
Yeah.
but it
But you
is
can
a
respect
great
You
movie.
can respect a good movie no matter what the
Yeah.
subject matter. You know, because you get the movies that have subject matter like that ends up being like awful, and then there's ones that are a great movie, but you're just like, oh god.
Yeah.
Like, you just feel bad.
You
You feel bad at the end of it. You're just like, oh, that was good, but
Yeah.
damn.
I know.
I felt very sick.
Yeah, kind of like how Pet Cemetery. Sad.
Yeah.
Her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those kind of things where it's like, yeah, who? Her. But no, like, you know.
Yeah. You watch it, you love it, but you don't know
Yeah,
if
you
you
don't
watch
have.
it again.
Yeah, you're like, sure, watch this again. Or The Mist.
Yeah.
Good movie that you after it ends, you're like,
You can't watch it.
I don't think I'll watch
Yeah,
this again,
that
but
is
that was a
the
good
only
movie.
time I will be seeing this.
Yeah. Or you watch it again when you're showing somebody else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you know, y'all watched it, showed me, rewatched it, and now I gotta show
Yeah.
you, and we'll all have a party. So
Yeah.
Love it.
We'll have that sad look on
yeah,
our face.
just like.
I like to bring the podcast down. I do
Yeah, I
that
know.
often.
It's alright.
It's okay. You wanted to get the drug addicted, arrested Robert Downey Jr. out of the way first before you
Yeah.
got to the real sad stuff.
Yeah. These tragic tales of Avengers.
I know. Jeez. All right, Michael, bring us up or down or
Well,
wherever you
I
want to
was going to bring everybody down, but...
We're already.
No, I was going to pick Snowpiercer, which is excellent, but I went with What's Your Number? With Chris Evans.
I've seen that one.
So, and
I've seen that one.
I don't know how we missed this one because it was really, really funny.
Yeah.
And a lot of good people in it.
Yeah, Chase told us to watch it.
There you
Yes.
go. Give me that
Okay.
credit. Give me that
Okay.
credit.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very impressed with it. It's got Anna Faris,
We
Chris
love
Pratt.
Chris
who
Pratt.
is Anna Faris's
Real life husband.
That movie is crawling with Marvel superheroes.
Right.
Yeah, it
Chris
is.
Pratt and then Anthony Mackie, who plays
Yeah.
Falcon.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
I know Marvel had all their ponies in that movie.
Yeah.
They did. But
It's and a little tiny shout out, Martin Freeman.
Yeah.
all the guys you like.
Martin Freeman for a tiny bit.
But yeah, it's
Not because he plays the Hobbit. That's not why it's a tiny shout out.
Aww.
damn.
It's because of something else. It's a tiny shout
Aw.
out. Hey! Oh!
Up top.
Yeah, I'm done. Air five.
But it's basically about a woman who refuses to sleep with anybody else, a guy, until she gets married because she doesn't want to go over her limit of how many people she's supposed to sleep with.
According to like a women's
Yeah, it's
magazine.
women vote. Yeah, it was like no more than 21. And
Right.
she's like,
Yeah.
So she figures she needs to track down all her old boyfriends. So that's where Chris Evans comes in. He's going to help out, track them down, and in return, she agrees to help him ditch all his one-night stands. So yeah, there's a girl in his apartment that he's trying to get rid of. She'll go over there, acting like a distraught ex-girlfriend, start screaming and crying. The girl runs out. And he's off the hook. So yeah, it was really funny, and
Yeah.
they have a lot of chemistry together. So it was cool to see that.
I just like seeing Chris Pratt fat. Because the reason they broke up was because he was
Yeah,
fat.
he
He was
wants to-
huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
He wants
well,
to go
she
out.
calls him disgusting something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's
Oh, I
huge
can't
and has
think
like
of
a
it now.
mullet, and then she sees him and
Yeah.
he looks like Chris Pratt now.
Yeah.
And you're like,
buff.
oh.
And since they're together, it's
Yeah,
even more funny.
it's hilarious.
It's like,
I love watching them do stuff together.
Yeah.
It's the funniest
Steve, something
thing.
like that?
I don't think so.
Discussing Steve. Who knows?
We need to watch that one again.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh my
But yeah,
gosh.
it's great.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
like that's
And
great.
he's the
Yeah,
anti-Captain
he's
America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's really in it for himself. He's very heartbreaker type kind of guy.
Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
frat boy type
Mhm.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Has a new
that
girl
is-
every
but then you
night.
realize, but then you
Very
find out,
opposite.
you find out he's more than that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you just need the
Yeah.
right
Learns and
girl.
grows.
Yeah.
You need the right gal.
Yeah.
But, he's not at all concerned with saving the world.
Yes. Yeah, he's not about America in this movie.
No, no.
Yeah.
He's more about chicken wings.
Yeah. And that is a metaphor.
No, that's the real deal.
Oh yeah, my bad. No, it was a good movie. I know it was one of those I watched by accident because I was just watching stuff on TV and it was like I still lived with you guys, and so it was about midway through the movie already.
Yeah.
And I was just watching the rest of it, and I was just like, this is actually
is
pretty
really
funny.
funny.
And so then I
Yeah.
went and bought it, watched it from the beginning, and I was like, guys, watch this movie, and y'all poo-pooed me. He
Let me
poo-pooed
tell
me.
you,
And then you
it
watch
is
Captain
really
America
funny.
and got addicted, and you're like, all right, let's do it. And now you're addicted to it, so that's what you get.
It was really great.
Yes, that's right.
And sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah.
This kind of brings up a little side thing. A lot of the Avengers have crisscrossed into different movies.
Yeah, I know.
With each other.
It's wild.
Like Scarlett Johansson and Chris Evans have been in The Perfect Score, The Nanny Diaries
Oh yeah, that's right. The Nanny
together.
Diaries.
And then you've got Zodiac, Mark
Robert- yeah,
Ruffalo,
and
and
Robert
Robert Downey
Downey.
Jr.
Mhm.
They
I know,
crisscross
they
a
love
lot.
to and it's just
Yeah.
because this universe is so big.
Yeah.
They have so many characters.
Even Bradley Cooper and Zoe Saldana were in that movie. Oh, God, I can't think of the name. Where he's a writer, and I think he.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limitless? I don't know.
No.
I was just trying to think of something I haven't seen yet.
But it's interesting that they've all kind of crisscrossed into different stuff, and
Yeah.
I think that is part of why the chemistry is so good.
Yeah,
in
because a lot of them
Avengers.
probably just know each other from other stuff they've
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, and I think Chris Evans was quoted as saying, you know, like if Anna dumps him, whatever, then he's taking him.
Yeah,
about
he's
Chris
like,
Pratt.
I'll take him. He's mine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're
No, they all
good
seem like they
friends.
have good sense of humor,
Yeah.
and they all seem
Yeah.
like good people. You know,
Yeah.
except, you know.
And I think all the stuff with the press tour, people are being
They're too hard on
them.
them.
Yeah.
They're being
We're-
too hard
People
on
are
them.
too sensitive. About
I
stuff.
know they get paid for it and all that, but they're being drug all over the world
Promoting the same movie they've
interviewed
seen a bunch.
over and over and over,
Same
back to back,
questions.
same questions. You'd probably eventually just start saying something fun so you don't fall asleep from boredom. So,
Yeah.
I know.
and they all seem to be kind of on the sarcastic side, so that's a dangerous thing anyway.
Because even like Jeremy Renner's apology was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry," over a fake character,
Right.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh God,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
because even then,
He's not
even
sorry.
he's like, "Yeah, he's not
He's
sorry."
over it.
He's like, "It's a fake character.
Yeah.
We were goofing
Yeah.
around.
Get over it.
Get over it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving words too much power.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what happened is people's sense of humor.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I understand if it's
Yeah.
like directed
They're
towards
being-
a real person
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
if
And
you
they
call
don't-
it something,
In a vindictive
Yeah.
way.
They don't really think that. It's, you know, they're being ironic.
Yeah.
Because the question was, something about Scarlett
Black
Johansson's
Widow.
Black Widow
Yeah.
going for Hawkeye and Captain. You're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, she's a slut.
Yeah.
Like they just
Yeah.
kind of they said it in a goofy way.
Yeah,
Like, they're not calling
because she
Scarlett
never
Johansson-
really went for
Yeah.
anybody.
And
Right.
yeah, she's
So,
not calling, they're not calling
yeah.
Scarlett Johansson a slut. They're just
Yeah.
like,
It
yeah,
was-
she's going for Hawkeye and for
Yeah,
Captain.
it was
Like,
irony.
It's supposed to be goofy.
Yeah.
And they said it in a goofy way, and they're just
Right.
like,
And people took it wrong.
Yeah.
Black Widow's a slut? No.
Yeah.
Never. Not our Black Widow.
People get
Yeah.
too up in arms.
Yeah.
And really, honestly, he could have called Scarlett Johansson that to her face, and it wouldn't make it true, because it's just a
Yeah.
word.
It's just a word.
You don't have to behave like what someone calls you. So I think
Unless you're Black Widow.
this is
She
true.
went on a binge, I heard, right after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sad. Everybody needs to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
They're just promoting a movie,
Yeah.
and they're just people.
And we all
They're-
know in the comics, man, Captain and Natasha have a kid anyway, so
Yeah.
screw you guys.
It's nobody's anyone's priest or president. Nobody needs to worry.
Well, I actually signed up to be both their priest. Yes.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
very
My bad.
offended.
My bad.
God dang. All right, well, this was a very successful, bosom-filled podcast this week. But, no, but let
Chase,
us...
you slut.
Yeah, you know what? I'm telling. Yeah, there's proof you called me that.
Yeah. You
No.
apologize. Quick.
Yeah, but if the media doesn't go crazy over that,
I
would
know.
be very offended.
I know.
Right?
Should be some phone
The
calls.
Yeah, I know.
audacity.
Like, my sister called me a slut. What are your thoughts? We don't care. Exactly. So why do you care? Turn it all around.
Right.
But in the comment section, let us know your favorite movie starring an Avengers star that isn't a superhero movie. And you know what? Push would have been another one for Evans.
Yes.
I just thought
Yeah.
about that
That's
because
good.
that's. But and I don't know if you count that as a superhero movie or not. But Push was pretty good
Yeah.
for what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank
Lots
you
of
guys.
good ones.
Yeah, so yeah, I would say lots of ones because if you really look at it, it's a lot of good
Yeah.
movies. You forget they're in a lot of these movies. So
Yeah.
not another
Sunshine.
teen movie. Yeah, come on,
Oh,
Sunshine.
yeah. Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, a lot of good ones. But thank you guys for listening. We will see you next week for an all-new podcast, and also I will start posting some more Avengers-related things coming up for the week.
Woohoo!
And any parting words, anybody?
No.
Bye.
Yeah, all right. Bye. See you later.